Of course it is. Well, it's getting.
Well, it's recording right now, so. Hey everybody, and welcome to our focus group. My name is Karina, and today we'll be talking about volunteering. So right off the bat, I need everyone to go around in a circle one at a time and tell me your name.
My name is Julie.
My name's Andrew.
Tasha. My name's Terry.
My name's Max. I'm Dan.
Awesome. So once again, going around the circle, I need you guys to tell me how old you are.
20.
23.
22.
Alrighty. So it's safe to assume that you're all in post-secondary education right now?
Yeah.
Show of hands, yes?
Yeah, it's not.
Dan is not. Okay, so 90%. Good to go, the majority. So just raise your hand when you find an answer. What do you guys like to do in your free time?
Watch
Yeah.
movies.
Watch movies? Read?
Play video games.
Play video games.
Listen and play a lot of music.
Okay. Any of you guys volunteer in your free time?
4 years ago, yes. Not now.
Yeah.
Show of hands who volunteers now. One person.
Really? Yeah, that's impressive.
I'm a paramedic student, I have to.
How many of you used to volunteer? Show of hands, please. Okay. Delayed.
Pay for dance time.
What made you guys want to volunteer previously? Just one at a time. Raise your hands when you have an answer. Andrew?
Initially, it was for school, but I continued doing it because we ended up raising a lot of money for sickness.
So because you felt obligated or because you felt driven?
I think it was more of a drive.
A drive
as
to do
opposed
it?
to an obligation, yeah.
You like doing volunteer work with children?
Well, it was for a good cause, and I getting into that field, so working with children, it was really good. I liked it.
You guys, show of hands, who feels more obligated to work with children? Who feels bad? Nobody? Who would feel more obligated to work with animals? One person? Who doesn't feel obligated to volunteer at all? One person. What a great focus group. What is your guys' perception of Big Brothers Big Sisters Canada?
Yeah, I'm not too familiar.
You guys don't know what it is?
What is it?
Okay, show of hands who doesn't know what Big Brothers Big Sisters is.
I assume it's some sort of charitable organization that
It's-
like lends out an adult to a child kind of thing.
Well,
and they pair them.
it has the volunteers, for having an older role model of a
Yeah.
brother or a sister for a little,
Yeah.
and they do activities to help guide them through their struggles. So who here has siblings? Show of hands. Everybody. Okay. What was your favorite thing to do as a child? Raise your hand when you have an answer.
Just at children or just in general?
Just in general.
Play hockey.
Play hockey?
Backstreet Boys.
That was your favorite thing to do as a child? Backstreet Boys?
Just all of them.
What did you do today?
All of them.
Not just Gavin.
Andrew, you had an answer?
Yeah, as children, I blanked on this one. Play a lot of video games. Really.
So exactly what you do now?
Pretty much NES as opposed to PS3 and Xbox. Yeah.
Okay. What factors are preventing you from volunteering currently?
Time.
I know I'm hard.
That's a good one.
Time and transport.
That's good. Do you feel that if transport was made more available, like if they had like a shuttle to go
Yeah.
to and from,
Yeah, I would.
you guys, okay, show of hands, who would? You just don't want to volunteer at all, so.
I just don't know, like,
You seem
I don't
honest.
volunteer because I'm too tired to volunteer.
Lack of sleep? You guys feel that you're too time poor? I know that was a couple of the answers. How many of you, show of hands, feel time poor when it comes to volunteering?
Yeah, I barely have enough time to finish what I finished today.
I don't even know what it shows.
So, do you believe children need good mentors in today's society? Show of hands. Who believes children need good mentors? Who believes that there is enough mentors out there for these children? Show of hands.
You live in the right spot.
Do you feel that those mentors out there are also time poor, which is why they're having a problem finding them? What kind of ideas do you think BBSC, Big Brothers Big Sisters Canada, should come up with to overcome this time poor challenge? So hands if you get an idea.
They actually worked with like your employee. Like if you got to leave work like 2 hours early, it didn't affect anything like your, any bonuses or like, employment or anything.
So
Actually volunteered.
if Big Brothers Big Sisters like worked with your employer to
Yeah.
schedule you some time to go and volunteer?
Like
Yeah.
sick leave, like for me, it's
Yeah.
kind of like sick leave, like volunteer leave. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other ideas?
Can you repeat the question again?
What do you think Big Brothers Big Sisters Canada should do to improve this whole time poor situation where people don't have time to go and volunteer? What do you think Big Brothers Big
Maybe
Sisters?
take on more members, so more people that would be available.
No, but if you guys don't have enough time to volunteer,
Mm-hmm.
how would Big Brothers Big Sisters get through to you? Like, how do you feel you would volunteer?
Oh, like the whole readily available transport thing, making
Yeah.
it easier for me to become a peer mentor.
So that would be something that would influence.
My decision, absolutely.
Any other ideas? No? Okay. So, are you guys more or less likely to volunteer in the near future? How many people say less? How many people say more? I was about to say how many people are exactly the same? I already asked more or less, but how many people are exactly the same? Nobody? Some of you are more likely to volunteer in the future? Okay. It's kind of even halfway through there. So what do you guys think some of the key benefits to volunteering are? Raise your hand when you get an answer.
Well, like me, I know I volunteer because it looks good on my resume and like for my job in the future. Like to be a paramedic, you need a lot of volunteer time. So.
Okay. Anybody else? Andrew?
I think that aspect of it is really good, but also for the children's part, they gain a lot out of it as a result of us just gaining. So I mean, to them, they have an adult they can look up to, good morals, good support. They feel good about their lives. They go on to do bigger, better things because they had that initial care at the beginning of their lives. So, when it's so crucial.
Do you guys feel it's more benefit to you to volunteer for them? It looks good for you. You feel good about yourself. Other people you think feel good about how you look because you're a volunteer compared to the children. How many of you, raise your hands, feel it's more for you than for them? No one? No one's gonna honestly
No.
It
say.
depends on you.
People just do it because they either want to or they've been in a situation where
They have to?
They have to.
Yeah.
it's like a
Yeah.
volunteer would have helped me out,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
want to volunteer to help someone else. But
How many of you feel you could have used Big Brothers Big Sisters growing up? Show of hands. Only one?
I think my parents did it. Okay.
that's cool.
Show of hands. Just wait. Show of hands. How many of you come from single parent families? How many of you come from two parent families? Okay, that's about even there. In your single parent families, do you wish all of you have older siblings, right? Show of hands again.
Yeah.
Everyone? I was gonna say, how many of you feel your older siblings had a role impacting your development, like you growing up? Maybe about half? Okay, so for the other half of you, how many feel that your older siblings made you different than you would be now? Like,
In what way?
you feel that you didn't want to be like them.
So you kind of like altered the way you thought,
Yes.
did things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't influence you in a good way, they just influenced you for change. Show of hands. Okay. So, how many of you are aware of the volunteer opportunities out there right now? Show of hands. 1, 2. How many of you regularly think about volunteering? Hands. Okay. How many of you just don't even think about volunteering at all? You're too busy. I'm honest people here.
I have a lot going on.
So how many hours a week do each of you work? So I'm going to ask you like 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and so on. Just raise your hand when you feel appropriate. So how many of you work 0 to 10 hours a week? Or how many people don't work? Okay? How many people work 10 to 20 hours a week? Nobody? How many people work 20 to 30 hours a week? Andrew right here. How many people work 30 to 40 hours a week? How many people work 40 plus?
In school?
Dan's not in school.
Oh, sorry.
Let's skip that stuff.
I skipped that step.
Hard to do both.
So-
It's not that.
Yeah, it's full-time
It's
student,
really
so.
easy.
Where did you guys previously volunteer? Andrew?
The Sick Kids Hospital.
That's the only place you volunteered?
Oh no, and then my local church.
I organized dance, bake sale. I volunteered for Children's Aid Society, food bank.
Natasha?
In high school, I was vice president of my school student council, and then like so I did a lot of volunteer stuff with that. Like all over the place. You go to like soup kitchens and stuff, so like outside of school as well. And then I've done a lot of volunteer work with like Cinco County paramedics. I did volunteer work like at RV, and like a lot of lately it's been really like helpful. Like I did like quick.
I used to shovel my neighbor's driveway. Got my 40 hours for high school.
I know a lot of people that did that.
That's all.
I like the honesty.
Do you guys feel that if in your programs or in your life it was made mandatory for you guys to do volunteer work at some point in time, that would be a good thing or a bad thing? Show of hands for good thing. Show of hands for bad thing.
Because I don't think you should be forced to do charitable work. I feel like, yes, it's a good thing, but at the same time, it shouldn't be like, go do it or you're not getting your job. I feel like it's...
All volunteer.
Yeah. But like, you're
Yeah.
volunteering, you go out of your way to volunteer because it's
Yeah.
on your own onus. When you have to do it for a course or something, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
I have to do this.
Being voluntold is never
You know what
fun.
I mean? Exactly, I like that. So I just feel like that. I mean, I'm not an asshole. Or, excuse me. But I
Penis.
I don't feel like being forced to do something is the right way to go about it.
Okay. So, do you guys feel more aware of volunteering now that we've done this focus group? Show of hands.
Can I do like a 50%? Like 50% more now?
You just put your hand up for both yes and no.
Oh, I love you. Perfect.
Okay, so yes, show of hands. Nobody, no, show of hands.
I would have been if I wasn't like getting emails all the time from my teachers about volunteering.
Okay. Do you guys have any preference to an organization that you would feel that you need to volunteer for in the future? So let me rephrase. Do you guys feel more pushed to volunteer for something in your career path compared to something that's not in your career path? Like if you have to work
Yeah.
with children
Yeah.
compared to if you have to work with like garbage cleanup.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, like during the summer, like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be volunteering with like St. John's Ambulance because it's very like in my field of stuff. So I'll be like teaching CPR.
Do you feel that's volunteer work that also works
Yeah,
to your
like,
advantage?
yeah, because it always looks good on a resume to have like like first responder and
Volunteer
all the
experience
training
in your field? Yeah.
experience. Yeah, plus like when you volunteer for places like St. John's Ambulance and other bonuses that like they train you with stuff. So
Thanks for coming to our focus group.
Thank you for informing us.